Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dawn Does Life and I am live, so please bear with me. I actually am not even sure if you guys are upside down or what this looks like, but I really wanted to give this a try and finish up my Chuck Pinson. So this is all I've got left on my Chuck, and I hope to get this finished tonight. And I haven't done this for a while. I did it about a week ago for about half an hour, but I've had some things happening. I don't even think it's totally straight, but I just don't even want to mess with this anymore. So yeah, let me move over here because I'm a little bit limited. I've got my putty. What color? I'm going to do the Y. I'm going to start off with the Y because there's a fair amount of them. So I'm just going to get those out. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's been, well, almost an entire month since I've posted. Um, I had a really nice Thanksgiving. We had our daughter and her boyfriend over on the Sunday night. And then my oldest daughter and the three grandkids, we went to their house on the Sunday night. So it was a bit mixed up, but it was 2 nights of really good company and really good meals. And I was happy that we got to spend time with both. So let us get this out of the way. I hope your Thanksgiving was good. I think I have, hang on here. I'm not even sure if I have the chat open. I hope I do. That would really suck if I didn't. Ay, ay, ay. Let's just check this here. Oh, okay, maybe I have to do it on here. Oh, somebody's letting off fireworks. I don't know if you can hear that. For some reason, I think I'm doing this in portrait mode, and I don't really know why. So let's just see if I can switch this. Bear with me, guys. This is all an experiment. But you know what gets me? Is I had this. Like, I had this all set up. I think I had it set up. Okay. You know what? If this is a portrait mode live stream, I will apologize now, and then I will know better for next time. And then this stupid thing wants to keep lowering on me. So maybe I should just like not mess with it. Oh, the fun of trying to go live and figure things out. So it does say there's one person here, but I'm actually not sure if that is me. If you're able to say hi in the chat, please do so. I would love to know that you're here. I'm just trying to move this over. So how I have it set up is I'm streaming on my phone, and then on my tablet there's an app called A Power Mirror. And so everything that's happening on my phone is being, oh, that just shut it down. Please, 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 please go back to this. I don't know what I just did. I think I just shut down my A Power Mirror. I honestly, I should just like seriously leave things alone. Okay, give me 1 sec, guys. I hope I didn't lose you. Maybe we'll get this done tonight, maybe we won't. Anyways, so I have had a bunch of stuff going on. So in my last chats, I was talking about the fact that I started working for this company doing some COVID testing, and then also some drug and alcohol testing. And I was doing that I was pretty busy with it, actually. And it was wearing me out, to be honest. my intent, I was doing some courier work for them. My intent was always just to work, a few days a week, and it ended up being quite a bit more than that. But one of the things that I did was I went up to these northern hunting lodges and did COVID testing for the American hunters that had come up and really liked that. But not the Thursday we just had, the Thursday before. Ay, ay, ay. Still says, oh, I got one like. So somebody's there. So if there's somebody who is liking this can text me. I don't know. Hang on here. I don't know if my chat is working. I want live chat. Oh, Essetino Artists. Okay, Joel and Reed, hi. Hello. I'm sure that I sound so funny to you guys. For some reason, the chat actually is not showing up on my A Power Mirror, but it is showing up on my phone, which is so funny because my phone is higher than my head. Anyway, to go back to what was going on. Hi, you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, you guys are just amazing. The support you guys always give it always just warms my heart. Honest to God. I hope this is okay. Can you guys hear me? I hope that you can hear me. Oh, somebody else. Lisa Christine 43. Hello, Donda's Life. Hi, Lisa Christine. Welcome to my very first live chat. Hopefully this will go much smoother. I do apologize if I can't, if I don't see your messages right away. They're higher than my head and I sort of just get a glimpse of them. But hopefully you guys can hear this. There are 3 of you in the chat. I'm so excited. I actually didn't think that there would be any. So thank you guys so much for coming and checking it out. But this is the end of my Chuck Pinson. I'm doing this one for the Drills and Chills 2021. And I also did it for the check along for didn't get it done. And I was about to explain why. So I've been doing all of this drug and alcohol testing, and I've been doing the COVID testing, and I had this one morning where I had to go out and do some drug and alcohol testing, and the client was a no-show. If you hear my cat in the back, it's just his stuffy nose. Please don't mind him. And so I came home, had a bit of a nap because I had 7 COVID tests to do in the afternoon at one of the private terminals, and I was taking my bin of supplies out to my car, and I stepped down off of my deck and hit the side of the sidewalk and completely rolled my ankle. Oh my goodness, I heard crunching and popping, and I could not move it. I think I was in shock. I I tried calling Greg. He didn't answer his phone. I tried calling my boss to let him know I wasn't going to be able to show up to this place. He didn't answer his phone. It was like I couldn't get anybody on the phone. Plus, I was screaming to see if my neighbor next door could hear. But the funny thing is, in hindsight, we just installed a new fence this summer, and it's got a lock on the inside of the fence. So my house was locked. My garage is locked. The fence is locked. Even if somebody had been able to help me, they wouldn't have been able to get into the yard. I think I would have probably given them the code to the garage, but so I called my boss and he didn't answer. I texted him 911. He still didn't answer. So I called him again and he texted me back, I'm on the other line. Called him again. He still didn't answer. Called him again. He finally answered. He's like, Dawn, I'm on the other line. And I'm like, Ryan. I mean, I was in tears because I was in pain, and I think, like I said, I was in shock. And I'm like, you're gonna have to get somebody else to go do these tests because I'm laying in my backyard, and explain to him what was going on. Anyway, so I had to lay there before Greg. I finally got a hold of Greg. I called Greg at his restaurant. Their line was busy, 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 and I couldn't get through, but finally got through, and he wasn't answering his phone because he had left it in the office. He was working in the dish pit because they're really low on staff. So he didn't even know I'd called, and usually they do this big spiel when they answer the phone, and I'm like talking over the person, just like in my head yelling, please shut up. But I'm like, this is, can I please speak with Greg Kennedy? He laughed. He said, you asked for Greg Kennedy? There is no other Greg here. Like, I wasn't thinking straight. But anyways, so asked for Greg, told them it was an emergency and I needed him on the phone right away, and explained that I was his wife. I don't even know how I got all of that out, to be honest. And then, so he came on the phone, and he says he was at our house in 5 minutes. I'm sure it was longer than that based on the texting. So he got me up. He had to lift me over the step of the garage and took me to the hospital. And boy, what an experience that was. So the entire time I was in the hospital, we were sitting in the waiting room. They had the chairs all kind of spaced out, which, I expected. But I never went into the emergency department at all. The entire time I was there, it was about 5 to 6 hours. I was sitting in the waiting room, and the doctor came out and saw me there. And they came and gathered me from there to go get the x-rays. So when I fell, I heard this. I don't know. The doctor looked at me like I was weird when I said this, but I heard a multiple of crunching. Oh my God. Somebody just sent me a... Oh my goodness. You guys, who is... Oh, Essetino Artists, you guys, thank you so much. You just sent me I think it's called a super chat. I don't know because I've never had one before. But you just sent me... Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I kind of have put this off for a long time. I've wanted to try doing a live stream and just honestly thought nobody would ever show up. And I'm just, you guys bring tears to my eyes. You guys are amazing. You have brought me so much happiness, the two of you. Don't mind me. It has been a really emotional couple of weeks. There was one time, it was so funny. I'm sitting down in the basement because that's where my computer is. And I've kind of got it all set up there so that I can be the most comfortable that I can be. And anyways, I'm sitting down there, and Greg is upstairs, and he goes outside. We're smokers, so sorry, I have to say that out loud, but he went outside for a smoke, and I tried to stand up. For a long time I was wearing a boot, and I just have these moments where it doesn't matter if I'm wearing a boot, it doesn't matter if I'm wearing nothing. Like, sometimes I'm wearing nothing and I can walk kind of okay. Sometimes I'm wearing my boot and I can't walk at all. It's like the craziest thing. And I'm sitting down in the basement, and I'm trying to get up so I can go and join him and visit with him because, we don't get to see each other a whole lot. He's been working a lot of hours, and he watches his own shows that I don't like. And so, like, we end up doing our own thing. And there's a few times in the day that we can get together and talk, and that was one of them, and I couldn't move. I tried to take a step and I couldn't move. I had my boot on. I could not move. So I just stood there bawling because I could not. So yes, I kid you not. It has been crazy. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to gather myself. I feel so stupid, but yeah, it's been... I'm very independent. I like to do my own thing. I like to be able to do my own thing. And I have felt very helpless this past couple of weeks. And not even be able to do my chuck. And chuck brings me so much joy. I did do it the other day, and I was so happy But I can only do it for a little bit and then my ankle really hurts. And so I'm saying that I'm going to finish this chuck tonight and I'm actually not even sure if I'm going to be able to. These I wanted to leave to the end. These are all ABs. There's some ABs there and I think there's some ABs in here. And my plan was to get it myself as close as I could to right to the end and then do the ABs with you guys. I don't know if I'll be able to. Maybe I should just do them while I have you in case I can't finish. I don't think I have any more Ys. So this has been like really, really like crazy and sporadic and all over the place, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. It says I have 5 people watching. You guys are amazing. I can't even believe it. I feel so humble right now. I did not think 5 people. I didn't think 1 person. But I should have known better. Like Jewel and Arit, you guys have always been there. Pretty much for my entire journey of everything that I've tried and continue to try, you guys are always there. Which makes me feel very bad because I haven't been at yours. Lately, I haven't been at your live streams. But it's not for lack of wanting. I think it's just like I fall asleep, or it's just a moment of having a moment to myself to rest, and I can't get the energy. And sometimes it's emotional energy too, if I'm being honest. And I know that you guys understand that because you guys have pretty good attitudes, and usually I should find a way to make myself come on because you guys always make me feel better. And honestly, you guys, if you can see them in the chat, their name is Essetino Artists. Every Thursday, I believe it is, I'm going to probably say this wrong, but you guys can put it in the chat if I get the time wrong, but I think it's 7 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard. It might be 6. I don't know. It changes all the time depending on the year for us. Our time change doesn't change, so for half the year they're an hour earlier, and half the year they're an hour later for us. But they are so motivational. They do a lot of money and mindset and business mindset and tutorials on how to edit, and they use a program called Camtasia. And Jewel is just a machine when it comes to getting to know everything about that. I would just really highly recommend going and hanging out with them. The group itself is outstanding. They're so supportive of each other. The girls are so supportive of everybody. Everybody is just happy to see everybody do well. And you don't find that very often. And I do always feel so much better when I go see them. So sorry, girls, that I haven't been in lately. But I definitely will be trying to come there soon, I swear. And I wish I could see your chat. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I've done 1 color. Yay me. So I'm actually going to do the number 1s because I don't know, based on just how I'm babbling and my story, whatever, I don't know how if I'm going to be able to actually get this finished. I might have to change the title to Almost Finished. Anyways, so this is the pen I use when I'm doing my ABs. It's got a wax end on it, and it doesn't take the coating off of the AB drills. I think it's a nail art tool that I had heard somebody else suggest, and it works amazing. But it does eat away. If you push too hard, it does eat away at the tip. So a lot of times at the end of the night, I'll just take a lighter and light it and then reform it. But I think I've said that in another video. But the sad thing about the ABs is there's no multi-placing. And I know that there are people who do it, but I'm just not comfortable with it because I don't want to take that coating off. The coating is so pretty. I was really hoping, well, maybe I'll just have to do a second video, get my butt back in gear, and get back into diamond painting more often because it really does bring me happiness. But you can see like now it's kind of eating away that end. But that's okay because it's fixable. And I have 2. The package came with 2. And I do believe you can actually just buy these ends and screw them in. So I haven't looked for them because this is the actual very first painting I've done with ABs on them. I wonder how yours is going, Jewel. I would love to know how your, is it called Sumatra, the purple tiger? Um, are you enjoying it? Have you come across your first ABs yet? What do you think of them? I thought they were like, eh. I mean, I was excited to try one, but only because of the hype of them, not because I thought that they would be all that. And I'm actually so impressed with how they pop off the page. Anyway, you guys have seen it all tonight, haven't you? So yeah, hopefully if I do a live stream next time, it will be a little more put together. I think I'm going to do a little more. I'm just using the actual, okay, why doesn't that want to let go? I'm just doing the actual one off of the app, and I think that's why, I don't know, it's telling me to rotate my screen to get it landscape, so I have no idea right now if I'm filming in landscape or portrait. Like, I can't see my chats. I see that there are still 3 people here. I do see that. And I've been streaming for 21 minutes, but I haven't figured out all the other stuff, so gotta start somewhere, right, guys? Anyways, so yeah, the sad thing is I've been at home. I haven't been able to move. I was supposed to go out to one of the northern lodges on the 25th of this month, which is a couple days away, but I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to. I can't drive. I tried driving. It was last week. I had to go pick up some supplies for my cat, and Greg was at work, and they were closed. I think it was on a Friday, and they weren't open on the Saturday, and that's why I said screw it, and I tried. And that was not smart of me. I should not have done that at all. I felt very out of control driving. Well, I shouldn't say very, but it was not, I didn't feel fully in control like I like to feel when I'm driving. So I had messaged the person who is kind of my contact for this job, and he hasn't messaged me back at all. So maybe they're just like, maybe they've hired somebody else and they're like, screw you, Dawn, you're too drama. Which is entirely possible. But anyway. So yeah, I've got all these supplies sitting in my house and nowhere to go with them. And the last thing I did was a no-show. That kind of sucks. Let's see if I can form this a bit more. It's getting a bit mushy. There's a lot of ones in this section. But I think that's what I'll do is I'll just finish out these ones. And then I'm going to have to finish out Chuck another time. Maybe in a video. Ooh, I got some wax there. I like that this has a pointy end too so that you can grab or move if you have to move a diamond. I think I'm pressing too hard though. That's the thing with this one. The lighter the touch, the better. And you really don't need much of a touch. The only problem you run into is if your drills aren't completely straight and then you don't have much room. Sometimes you have to jam it in there. But if you're cognizant and you can flip it around, you can use this to poke it in to move it around. That's really what you should be doing. I see that would be one. I'm sure that sounded pleasant. So I hope you guys are having a good October, enjoying this weather before we get our cold. We did the morning that I fell, the night before and that morning it was a mixture of rain and snow. So I was about half hour laying in the grass and I was soaking wet. By the end of the day, I was so embarrassing, even just like letting the doctors anywhere near me. I could smell, it smelled like wet dog, honestly. I had soaked right through my jacket, my pants, my whole back of everything, back of my legs. I hadn't taken off my shoe until I got to the hospital because I was afraid that once I did, it would go poof, and it did. But it turns out that it's ligaments. I think I was saying this before. They said it was a stage 2 tear, or sprain, I guess he called it. I looked it up, and that means that I've torn several of the ligaments. A stage 3 would be the one that runs up and down your leg, I guess. Honestly, I don't know how they can tell that because x-rays don't show ligaments. But it sure hurts. Like, I've had other sprains. I've actually rolled my ankle, my other foot, several times in my life. And this one, I have to say, hurts more than any of the other ones have, and has less or weird bruising. I would almost say less bruising, but just like weird in weird places that, like more at my top of my foot. One on the very bottom arch of my foot, which doesn't hurt at all. I don't know why it's there. And then hardly any around my ankle itself, where every other one was a lot by my ankle. So, yeah, it has been a couple of weeks. And it just seems to be going by forever. Like I said, I'm so used to being able to just get in my car and go. And I'm not working, and I'm not doing anything, and I haven't felt like putting on that happy face and coming on and doing videos. But maybe that would have been the medicine. I don't know. But tonight I just felt like trying it, and I honestly thought to myself, oh, if it doesn't work, I'm not feeling that great anyway, so whatever. I can just chalk it up to that. And yeah, so then I tried posting it once, and I think I did it wrong, and so I canceled it, and I tried to delete it. I'm not even sure if it still exists out there. I think I deleted it. And then tried this one, and I don't know if I'm doing this one right either. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like once once I'm able to see it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody chatting. But I do still see 3 of you there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoever you are, you guys are amazing, and you're making my day. You're making me feel special. You really are. And I'm not just saying that, like I said, I was not expecting anybody to come on here at all. I thought maybe a few people would check it out after the fact, but I did not expect anybody to be here. So I don't know if chat is working. I think it's working. I'm not sure. But do you guys have any big plans for Halloween? Are you going places? Are you going to parties? I'm hoping that the chat, I won't take it personally if I don't see any responses because I don't know if the chat's working. But if you're able to tell me, that would be awesome. And also, once this video is up, if I got the time wrong on Essetino Artists live stream, I will fix that in the description, as well as these guys, they do the live stream, and I talked about the live stream, but they do videos. They put out videos almost, I think it's Monday to Friday, with the live stream being included in their Thursday video. I don't know. They're always putting out new content, and it's just really motivational and really to get you pumped and primed and ready to take on kind of business ideas and things that I don't even think of, and they have got it down pat. At least they look like they do. And I believe that they do. They have shown so many programs that I never would have even thought of to keep you organized, and just so many ideas. Back when I was doing FBA, I had spent actually a long time looking for information on how to do it as a Canadian. And the thing that kept holding me back was the shipping, because as if you're Canadian, you know shipping is horrid in Canada. And so when your FBA is fulfillment by Amazon, so that's sending your stuff into their warehouses, the idea of having to pay to send it in, it was just not feasible. And down in the States, they partnered with certain carriers and got these like super cheap rates. Well, it was Jules' video on FBA finally changing and adding shipping partners that got me going on that. And I enjoyed FBA for a time. Kind of got out of it when Amazon started changing some of its policies and some of its how much they charge to store things and how much they charge to send it out. And so I started making less and less and less, and it just became, I was doing a lot of video games and stuff, and it just became not really worth my time. My house is still full from a lot of the stuff that I used to have from back then. So then they also started talking about merch by Amazon, which is at the time was just creating t-shirt designs down on the Amazon.com, so the States. Now merch by Amazon is in several places in the world. I make sales every month, even still, all over the place. I had one from, I think it was Spain. It was the first one I've ever had, actually, in Spain, but I've sold in Germany. Oh, you know where I've never had? I think it's Japan. It's either Japan or Tokyo. I'm not sure. Tokyo, Japan. Jeez. Anyways, I think I have not had one sale from them yet, but everywhere else I have. And and then I still have my American sales are the majority. I wish they'd bring it up to Canada. I know you can buy, as a Canadian, I can buy the designs and ship them up here, but the shipping, again, is not the greatest. So I never have. I've never looked at what an Amazon shirt looks like. So anyways, I did that. I don't do that as actively. I guess that's what I would say. I did Etsy for a while, did well on that, and then just kind of I think I got bored of designing shirts, I think. And I didn't really like the idea of Etsy. Etsy's great for people who really don't have a lot of other options, but when you get merch by Amazon where they don't charge you to upload your design, and then all of a sudden there's this platform where you have to pay to upload your designs. I don't know. I never really enjoyed it, the concept behind it. And then there was a problem with I was using Printful as my printing partner, and I don't know what happened, but something got all kaflooey with that, and I just said screw it, and I pulled down all my designs, and I never went back to it. I may at some point though. I mean, it was fun. The one thing with Etsy is you get you get to deal with the customers, whereas with Merch by Amazon, everything is handled by Amazon. You don't exist. It's just your shirt. You just get to know whether or not your shirt sold. You don't get to know who or what. So, okay, I did all of the ones. I'm going to turn this off. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see it better if I turn it off, at how it sparkles. I hope that you guys can see that. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Maybe I can ripple it a little bit. I've got it attached to my light board, but like, you see that? Oh yeah, I can see it through the camera. I hope you guys can see it. It's so sparkly. I've got this one area over here in my cloud. Let's see if I can move this. I've got all my like wires and microphones and whatever, but it just brings this extra dimension to the cloud. It's so nice. I hope you guys can see that. It's white, so maybe it's a little bit harder to see, but so I've got that. I've got a cloud over here still that has some white in it, and then the trees, this tree over here has some orange in it, and it's like pops of color, but the pops have that extra sparkle that just make everything else pop. And I never believed it until I saw it, and it is the truth. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for my very first live. I'm sorry for the emotions. You guys just make me happy. You really do. And I wasn't expecting the support, and I'm so thankful that a couple of you hung out right to the end. It looks like I still got 2 of you. Yay! You guys make me happy. You just do. I hope you guys have a great night. I feel like I'm ending this like a video, but I really don't mean to. I just appreciate you hanging out for the live, and I intend to try doing more of these, and hopefully the next time it will be a little bit more smooth. And I will catch you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.